Alright, we have this new camera set up here, and we're going to explore a little more what we can do with the depth of field. If we click on this camera, we already set the f-stop, or the aperture, to something low at 3. We can also adjust the focus. Here it says use target distance, which means wherever the target is of that camera, right here, will be the focal point. So it'll be focusing on this vase currently, and you can see those two lines here at the end are actually showing us what area will be in focus. So it'll only be in focus from here to there. If we change this, it will get bigger, like that. So that puts the whole vase in focus. Enable depth and field needs to be checked, and then we're ready to render. One nice thing about 3D Studio Max 2017 and other versions is that if you go here where it says performance right now, if you right click on this and say high quality, it will actually show our lighting, and it can show depth of field. If we put our aperture down to 1, you'll see things in the background start to blur, like that. So it gives you a nice preview. So here the vase is in focus, and everything else back here, especially that ball, is really blurred. So let's look at the top view again. If we select the camera, you can see a very tiny area is in focus from here to there. We could actually move the target to be right at the front. And I'm exaggerating the depth of field here. An aperture of 1 would be very small on a real camera and kind of hard to achieve. Maybe something like 3.5 would be more realistic. And that's still pretty good. Depth of field is something that is easy to exaggerate too much and make your images look fake because you have overdone it. So let's just try to render with these current settings and see what we get. Great, there we go. So the vase is in focus, the ball is out of focus. Obviously it's a little bit noisy, and that's because of render settings, so we can adjust that later. But there you have it, there's our depth of field, and that is a good way to control what the eye is going to focus on. So if we want this to be the center point of our image, then we can set up our depth of field just like this. I think at the end we might want to put something on top of this box that we focus on, right here. So maybe we'll focus there. Let me show you what it looks like if we adjust. Just for fun, let's look at a different way to do it, and we'll focus on that ball. Set the focus to custom, right here, and then just set the distance like this. We'll set it to the ball in the background. Right there. You can see it taking in the front of that ball in focus. Render again, and we'll see the difference. Alright, now most things are out of focus except for the ball back here. So there you go, that's depth of field. It can be a great tool for making things look more realistic and also helping your eye to focus on the right part of the image.